Kalinka and Peter were enjoying a bottle of wine on their balcony. It was warm enough to sit outside, provided you were dressed for it. It was nice to be outside. Peter was feeling relaxed. His anxiety about his and Kalinka's relationship had waned. He'd taken their discussion to heart and was fully invested in being himself. Didn't always play out the way he thought it would, but he was being true to himself, and that gave him some peace. Kalinka, Peter said. Kalinka replied, Yes, Peter. Kalinka teased. It sounds like a question is forthcoming. Peter smiled and answered her tease. There are always questions, Kalinka. Peter winked and continued. Feel like my life is really coming together. Kalinka furthered her tease. That's not a question, Peter. She returned his wink. Peter chuckled and said, A good question needs some setup, don't you agree, Kalinka? Kalinka smiled and nodded. It can, but the setup can frame the question in the light the asker wants. Would you agree, Peter? Peter nodded and said, That's very true, a bit like taking someone by the hand and leading them down the garden path. But in most cases, it's only backstory. The rub is being able to tell when that's the case. Very true, Kalinka responded. Peter asked devilishly, Are you trying to sidetrack me, Kalinka? Kalinka playfully responded, Not at all, my love. Peter smiled again and responded, I'll continue. My work life has really settled into a routine. I'm working with some excellent people, and it feels like there's nothing we can't handle as a team. Now for my question. How do you feel about your life is turning How do you feel your life is turning out, personally and professionally? Kalinka replied, That's a big question, Peter, but a fair one. Professionally speaking, I never in a million years expected to be where I am now. I started the company with my parents and siblings as a way to ensure our family's security. It wasn't about conquering the world. Peter said, That's interesting. You're so at home in the corporate world, it feels like you were born into it. Kalinka laughed. I'm not sure you'd say that if you'd witnessed some of my early meetings with Christoph. I was walking in the dark with blinders on. But eventually I came to understand the business world, and with Christoph's help and experiencing some scars along the way, I came to where I am now. Peter nodded and replied, Yes, the collection of scars and our reaction to the setbacks really shapes our future. How are you feeling about your current work situation? Kalinka responded, Truthfully, I'm a little unsure of the future, as it compares to now. There are some personnel changes imminent, and they're in key positions. I think those changes will be good for them, but we'll put some extra pressure on until, we can get those positions filled. I feel like the next year or so is going to be a flurry of activity, people-wise. Peter responded supportively. I understand feeling unsure about the future. There are a few things unknown at the moment. I feel like your knowledge and experience will land the company in the right place. I'll do anything I can to assist. Kalinka said lovingly, What a perfect segue to the second part of your question. Kalinka got up and handed Peter his wine glass. Peter, assuming they were going inside, started to stand. Kalinka nudged him back into his patio chair. Kalinka, wineglass in hand, slowly slid onto Peter's lap. She caressed the back of Peter's neck, and with her other hand she held out her wineglass. She said, I love the changes we've made and the direction our relationship is going. I've not experienced this kind of love and closeness, and I want it to continue forever. Kalinka toasted, to us and our future. The sound of glasses clinking was followed by sips of wine and a loving kiss. Kalinka stood up and said, Let's go inside. Hi, Jeep here. Welcome to episode 98 of my Let's Play with Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Rote Bucht 1.0 reboot. I think I got it right that time. Cool. Anyway, thanks for taking time out of your day to spend part of it with me. Appreciate that. Welcome, and I just got a couple of little demolition finished. I think that was right at the end last episode, and there's a traffic jam. Okay, yeah, that's just getting this this stuff set up. That's all good. We're not in a really bad place in terms of how much stuff is around here since we started exporting, so that's cool. Just looking for people here. Awesome. And let's see where we at. Finished that road, so we may as well get started on this one. This building, I mean. And yeah, just looking for a little bit of asphalt and some people. So yeah, we're doing all right in the short term here with keeping everything under control till we get this the storage here fixed up, and then also we need the metal scrap storage dealt with as well. So yeah, it's full of metal scrap here. I'm not sure what that's going to do with for our processing capabilities, and maybe for metal scrap I switch this over now, because I don't think, let's see, there's 1 2 3 4 5, right? That's the incinerator pickup. 1 2 3 4 5. Hazardous dump. Yeah, hazardous. Let's do it this way. Hazardous dump, biological dump, plastic storage, construction storage, and then the incinerator. We need the metal scrap, which would have been the old one that was down in this area. Maybe as I'm just thinking out loud here. Just gonna pause it while I'm thinking about this. Are we dropping off the metal scrap? Doesn't look like we are. Gravel. Yeah, there's an element of the general, but we didn't set up a metal scrap. I didn't set up a metal scrap drop off. Okay, let's, this needs to be load, and it's going to be metal scrap. But we need a place to take the metal scrap, which I'm pretty sure we have. This one, no, that's plastic, right? Yeah. Okay, steel recycling plant. So that's, yeah, that's where we need to take metal scrap. After the Molka incinerator. I just wanted to reorder this, and I needed to know where it was. Okay, I think this is a little bit better, more complete anyway. Yeah, it's just the construction waste that we're taking there. Yeah. Yeah, because that's, yeah, we're not taking gravel there. Okay. That's good. Let's hop back here and start this thing back up. working on anything? Yeah, there's a couple things going on for sure. Let's go on fast mode here so we can get this. This is right here, right? Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're. I mean, I could send him, but it shouldn't be too much longer before he's gone. But we're gonna lose those workers though too, aren't we? So let's go there. Oh, I have to just send him back to his workplace if you want that. Yeah, you're almost filled. Mr. Decision. Okay. But yeah, there we're doing well here. We're getting materials here. We just need some people. Well, we have the people there. No mechanism at this point. Looks like, yeah, we're not quite there for this, although I think we're gonna get the last of the materials there dealt. And this footpath is done and dusted, so let's put in factory connection. And start working on that. And we can probably at some point get rid of whole piece of footpath. Yeah, I don't know if continuing this down to the road here is going to be a shorter. I think that's going to be a shorter distance than going out and around, but I don't think it's too far. Yeah, it's fine. Just need to get this cleared off. Yeah, we got he's on his way to pick up, and he should be here shortly. And all right, we're done all the inside. Sorry, of our what? Of our circle. Sorry, I couldn't come up with a better word. Yeah, we'll get. I'm gonna build these in quadrants, and I don't want citizens moving in right away. I want to kind of control that, because especially when we first move in, I'm not sure how many citizens we have available to move in, and it may not be enough to run the city as a whole. Excuse me. We need our police station and fire station. Well, mostly the fire station, but really both are important. And make sure we get all the garbage dealt with there. Peanuts. Alcohol, meat. Hoping this. Okay, demolition done. This one here, cool. So we can get our road in place. And then we can start working on that. and then yeah, we can get our we can get our footpath connected. So we're once we're that connect up both sides. So cool, good to go. And there's our road guys. Excellent. We named all of these, and this is need to name this one. This will be the hash dump. And once it's built, we'll specify what it is that it's going to be taken care of. All right, let's see. How are we? Lost. Sorry. Let's get these on priority as well. I prefer that they get done first, so we can get back to normal processing here, and those are done. So this will be a one-way as well. Good stuff. And continuing processing. Yeah, there's plenty of mixed waste getting sent through. So I think we may end up having to get this up to 15 people, but we do have a situation of needing probably some more people just in general here. Oh, and you're done, and you are. Let's do this like that. Oh, hitting control and clicking on zeros everything out if you weren't aware. And yeah, we're going to be able to produce a lot of steel now. Okay, who all is? I want to switch this up a little bit. CODO2. Yep. Okay. Sorry, CODO2 is picking up steel. So let's pick up steel from. Oh, so I have to take the steel mill out. Okay, we'll do that. Steel mill out. Pick it up from there, and let's bring that to the top. And pick up steel. Okay. Back in business. Oh, there's one more. There's the steel export DO, which said when we were at 20%. I didn't change this to temperature again. All good. Okay, what's a reasonable percent? 10? Because that's 117 tons of steel in here. It's probably as good a number as we're going to get. I don't think we can go lower than 10. And we'll switch that up, even though there's only 2 of them. I always like to have my inputs at the top. I don't know, can we go to 5? Oh, it will let us go to 5%. Okay, I think, yeah, it's customs house, so it doesn't matter what we have. Oh, the steel export DO doesn't have fuel. Yeah, you're right here. Wow. Okay. Not cool. Not optimum by a long shot. Okay, that's you, right? 13. Oh, that's export fuel and bitumen export. 20, 20. Well, it is doing a fuel run as well, so I'm going to say that that'll be fine. And keep you at 50%. Yep. Okay, so that looks good. And we're starting to build our oh, awesome. Want this to be metal scrap, right? Store this item. Okay, that's good. And now you can pick up metal scrap from here. Okay. I need to do this. Okay, general separation. That really didn't last very long, did it? But at least we're metal scrap and wow, I had a little bit of a heart attack there. I was thinking it wasn't it wasn't there, but in the list of stuff, I was thinking I'd built the wrong thing. Okay, so that's cool. Demolition finished. Is that right here? Oh, that was that little section of road there, was it? I think that was it. Okay. Good to know. I thought it would leave a little bit of a dirt road there, but I guess it doesn't. What do we need here? Just a little bit of concrete and steel. See how much load we've got on the okay, we've got the dump and the reconstruction on 2. And I'm thinking we're gonna need holes in concrete. Well, put all of them on just to make sure that I don't miss something for the reconstruction. Yeah, that's getting rebuilt nicely. Did I start this and not? Yeah. Yeah, it looks like I did. Okay, now we're getting backed up here again. Building fire. Here we go. Oh yeah, didn't take much at all to get that sorted out. Okay. Yep, things are settling in, I believe. We're just needing to get something figured out for meat. All right. Well, to limit the amount, if we go a third, that's yeah, not bad. haul in meat. Okay, cool. Stopping production, new vehicle. Okay. Can also get our footpath finished up. Oh, we'll take a mechanism, so that's cool. Shouldn't take too long to get that sorted out. Yeah, I'm hopping around a little bit here. Sorry about that. Yeah, so we want to store the mixed waste, and that's going to be the ash. And you think we're picking up from here, the transfer, and I want to change that to here. And that would be, yeah, I'll get there. This is the ash dump, and that would be where the incinerator is. Okay. Let me rename that. Right. Good to go. And I want you to pick up the mixed waste, and we don't need you going into the incinerator anymore. Good. Okay, I think this is all under control now. I think we're, except for maybe the ash, which might be a bit of a problem. We'll see. Percent sure if that's going to be the case. We are getting a fair amount of construction waste here. Fertilizer and hazardous fertilizer. Why do we have fertilizer here? Is that how we got fertilizer here? Okay, let's transfer fertilizer as well. And if we've got fertilizer, let's take it to the farm. No need to go way down to the other end. It's interesting that you'd have the biological waste checked and it's putting fertilizer in there. I don't even... Well, we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, September, and they're quite a ways. Yeah, liking how that's working out. Okay. All right. I think we're in a decent spot there, although we are at 88% now. Crime, alcohol, starving. Should be no reason that anyone is starving in this republic, and we're making more food than, honestly, we know what to do with. Well, not quite. We know what to do with it, but yeah, there's more. There's just so much food. Not loving that. Let's do I'm going to start to transport the materials here now as well. Yeah, could add one more in. And I think sorry, my brain's locking up on me. Okay, add this here. Okay, it's both good there. They're down at the bottom. And I want you to unload. Okay, we're gonna have to add. I hope I've got some spots left in. We'll see. We want meat, clothing, all, and I'm gonna add some vehicles if there's room. There's no room. Okay, we'll see how we do with that. They're both at 10%. Yeah, because the numbers that we're looking at here, 13 tons, that's not really a lot, is it? Mind you, for clothes, electronics, alcohol, it's not great either. Maybe we go 20%. I think that's a better amount. And we should have more than enough of that. Okay, and yeah, that's our backup. Clothes, food. That. Okay. So that part's good. City DO, that's our distribution. Electronics DO. We'll reorder this, get both of those right place. Yeah, we want that to be an unload of electronics. 50%. That's a lot of electronics. I don't know that it's necessary to have 50% there. 20 would be more than enough. 18 tons, I think. Yeah. How are we looking here? Yeah, 33 tons. Oh, I see. We've got a different number. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, I see. A little different. I was thinking it was laid out the same way. Not so much. So if we go 58, 20, 20, 22. Sorry. Then I think we can use the same numbers that we were using. Oh no, where am I? Sorry, I'm lost. Nanterre. It's 50% of the electronics. 30. Yeah, that'll keep us in a good place. There. Okay, so that's our electronics. Now let's go back to the DO. It's down at the bottom. That's yeah, meat 20%, which is 30 tons. Clothing. Yeah, 16 tons. And alcohol, yeah, just shy of 16 tons, is that? Oh no. Not a lot of alcohol. 20%. 9 point, yeah, just shy of 10. So we may we may have to look at how we lay that out. So, okay, this guy, what are you dropping off there? Oh, food. So that's the far end. Let's rename him. Food deal. Okay, and unload food. 10%. Just 23 tons. Yep, looks like that's the number. Didn't want to close that just yet. And then Modred Food Dio. Where are you? Oh, you're the backup? Okay, if it gets below 10%, we're going to the backup. And then from here, this is... Okay, I think we're all right. Sorry, I just needed to understand that whole layout. So this is as long as we have capacity there, or stock, then we'll be loading it from what we make. Okay, cool. And there's 2 LZs. I'm thinking it's probably a good idea to get. Let's go have a look and see. Yeah, there's no one there. So how about we purchase all capacity. It's this LZ. We'll buy 2 more for you. And I think that's good. We can let this run again. All right. How far in are we here? 34 minutes. Not bad. Needing some materials, and I think, sorry, my brain got off on me. Yeah, we've got everything built up here. So this is kind of our test run, because it's working in a live area, and I seems to be doing all right. They're keeping up with the ash that's in there. Well, metal scrap end. I don't know why that's in there. I don't know. I don't know where it comes from, but yeah. So this is allowing us to keep the incinerator clear. We've got garbage collection there. What's this? Biological and burnable. Let's put a couple of biological ones in here. Oh, you're overflowing. This is the export, which is I think what's going here. Yeah, you've got enough room. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't. This is what's. Yeah, that's the internal garbage. That's clear. So this is we're not dealing very well with everything here. So, well, We need... I think we need to up this to the max here as well. Because the rest of them, it should be, you know, without... There's metal scrap that can be... Oh, this is mixed. It's mixed waste, which is... I don't understand this. Sorry, it's... It should have been separated as far as I know. Electrical sticks, which is, yeah, not a whole bunch. Construction, a little bit, and some metal scrap. I don't know why the separation isn't cooperating. Let's leave it running and see if it gets processed. Maybe it may have been that it got backed up in here, and stuff ended up in the mixed waste that we didn't want. I'm not real sure at this point. Okay. We are still seeing a little bit of the starving situation. Hoping we're bringing, the truck that's coming is bringing food. Yeah, there's food there, just unloaded a bunch, so seems like that's going along okay. And we're getting, yeah, we got all the materials for that one. We just need some people, which we have. And now they're starting to deliver for the rest of them. Traffic jam, garbage. Oh, yeah. Not a big deal. Okay. Okay, so steel and concrete's on its way, finally. Yay. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm real curious about whether this is, and it's really not a very it's not a great distance, so let's try this and see which is closer. And then I'm also going to do there, get that built as well. The reason for that is it's going to be a straight line for them then to come from here down there. So I'm just shortening it up, which might make them work a little bit longer. And then I'm going to get rid of this piece. And we'll get the demolition office on the situation. Oh, good stuff. because we will need those. Silly question. No, I don't think we have a a university in here. Yeah. Is it just university? Yeah, university. Okay. And fires. Fire, fire, fire. I'm just going to check here because yeah, it'll show us any type of university. Oh yeah, there is. Got a medical university. Okay. Thank you for dealing with the fire. Right. I've said it a number of times, but I really do enjoy the construction animations that happen. And just the activity, the vehicles coming and going, and seeing how everything gets created. So my plan with this is, like, we get this quadrant developed. We will hopefully have enough people. I think these were like 340, if I'm not mistaken, for the number of people that they'll hold. Actually, it's probably going to be quicker if I just go to Mazzina and click on one of those. Yeah, 340. So 2,000, roughly 2,000 people in this quadrant. So we get everyone moved in here with obviously their everything that they need, including police and fire coverage. You don't have to have secret police off the get-go, but well, let's see if anybody can even walk there. Yeah, they can. Okay, well, maybe I get them started working on the secret police. It's always good to know what the percentages are. So back to the plan. Everything that's needed is built for the 2,000 residences here. They'll be working in town to make sure that everything is what everything is working the way we need it to, get all the kinks and bugs and whatnot out. Speaking of which, we only want workers waiting there. And once that happens and we get a good feel for how many people are extra, we could start running, well, we got to have a bus that's running to our heating plant. I'm gonna have to turn off everything except for the heating plant for taking workers here. So demolition is done. Oh, cool. Yeah, so I'm talking through this and it's like, yeah, that's we're going to need to turn all these buildings down to 0 workers off the get-go, because I would really like to have it working to begin with, but I want to also be able to make sure our people that will move into the new city will survive. They don't need these buildings working at this point. To survive. So it's really just this one and our garbage processing. I'm going to take this down to around half, as well as, yeah, could probably even get away with 20 people working here. Can be adjusted as we go. So we have garbage processing and heat, a couple of important things for the city. Now, how are we doing? Yeah, looks like they didn't have any trouble getting the materials dealt with or sent here. So, I want to turn this into, not turn it into, want to name it. This is the city PO. And I want to make sure it's configured similarly. So 2 refrigerated vehicles. Let's get the get-go. RMNs. Be quick. 82, 1.5. Yeah, 3.5. That's a much better number. 3.5 tons. What color do we want this? Baby blue. So 2 of those, and then a smaller RMN covered hull. RMN 135. Okay, I'm gonna go with 2. And then 2 of the larger covered hulls. The MZ. 504. Okay, and let's buy an RMN from here. Here, and it was that one, I think. No. Okay. Close enough. All right, let's get some fuel in here as well. And we're getting up there for assigned, and you want some fuel there as well. 50 and 50. I don't think anything else here. We will want to build, yeah, probably get that started pretty quickly as well. Need to get a distribution office set up in here. Oh, we have that. That's you. You're the transfer. Yeah, to Central DO. Okay, cool. Don't need the vehicles there just yet, but soon. Okay, cool. Yeah. Fire station. Done. The police station should be done shortly. These guys, yeah, a little bit of steel, some prefabs. Sweet. Looks like we are close. And I think probably going to make sense to have a road come across here, or at least connect up there, so that we can get to everything easily instead of having to go back out to the highway and up and around. I don't think that's a bad idea. Well, that's too bad. Let's do, yeah, that's going to look not cool. Good to go. All right. Walking distance. Shorter is this now? It's everything that's within walking distance. No, I guess it's still shorter to go the other way. So we'll leave that one in, and we'll leave the other piece of the footpath in there as well. I don't think it really matters if it's built. Don't need to mess with that. So, but yeah, everything else good to go. All right, we are very close to. All right, we're getting that stuff back under control, getting a happiness change. Good stuff, and we're just about to winter, so I think it's probably not a bad idea to call this here. We're on our way, and yeah, thanks for hanging with me today. Appreciate fire time. Appreciate you popping in to check out my little playthrough. Having a lot of fun with it. Hope you have a wonderful day, and we will hopefully see you in the next episode. Cheers. Bye now.